Hi, my name is Audrey Ratliff, and my partner Juliana Adams and I did an analysis on economic practices and career satisfaction of organic produce farming in Michigan.
So the objective of our study was to determine if there's a correlation between career satisfaction and economic success for farmers that grow organic produce to sell in Michigan. So the results of this study were concluded using a survey that we sent out that asked questions pertaining to selling methods, economic success, and overall job satisfaction. This, along with already published data, was compiled to conclude our results. Organic farming, by definition, is the practice of farming without synthetically compounded fertilizers, pesticides, growth regulators, and livestock feed additives. Criteria to qualify as an organic farm is specific and government regulated. And for it to be a stable career, it needs to be economically viable. In recent years, we've seen an increase in demand for organic produce due to its known health benefits and its tendency to be more environmentally sustainable. The results of this study will demonstrate if there's a correlation between career contentment and current economic practices.
Like Juliana mentioned, we chose to do a survey to collect our responses. We chose 23 questions that we sent out by email using an email database from the Michigan Organic Food and Farm Alliance. In total, we received 56 responses from both current and past organic farmers. At one point, we did have to make alterations to our survey because farmers were reaching out to us saying that one, they were no longer farming organic, but could give insight on their past experiences, were maybe farming organic, but not certified because the certification was too expensive to keep, or three, were no longer farming organic, but still farming and could give us insight in that way. Some of the results that we got were more qualitative rather than quantitative, so we chose to categorize each of our responses by common words and phrases. Some of the questions we chose to ask were based on their greatest success, their greatest struggle, and whether or not they had another form of household income besides organic farming. We also asked them to rate their career satisfaction on a scale from 1 to 10, with our average being around 8.
So getting into the analysis of our project, the organic produce industry has seen a great deal of growth in the last couple of years. The sales alone have increased 31% from the years 2016 to 2019. In order for this to be a viable career option, this industry must be economically stable for farmers. So as we were reviewing the results of our survey, we had an open-ended question that asked farmers to please describe their greatest success in organic produce farming. And these answers were categorized by common themes. The top two most frequent responses that we received in successes were some form of community or public support and the ability to help the environment or uphold a sustainable farm practice. Other common answers that we received as successes were a certain crop success, providing for the families, educating others, and producing quality products. None of these responses mentioned anything financial gain from entering this industry. In contrast, when reviewing our responses, please describe your greatest struggle in organic produce, the top two most frequent responses included some form of a financial struggle and adapting to climate problems. Other common topics that we had been mentioned were weed control, pest and disease mitigation, age and retirement, labor, demand, and correcting soil health. So we can see a common trend among these responses. Most of the successes that with organic farming were something extrinsic. They were morally, socially, or health related. They wanted to help the community. They wanted to help their family. They wanted to give back to the environment. So in conclusion, our organic certification is costly. Organic weed management and organic sprays are high price. Insect and predator mitigation without pesticides is expensive. So we really wanted to see if this increase in the industry equates to more money in farmers' pockets. And from our survey responses, we found out it doesn't, and there's a long way to go for this to become a economically feasible career option for Michigan farmers. And so the question that we want to leave you guys with is how can we make first generation farming a viable career option and not a lifestyle choice or passion project for farmers?
We want to give a special thanks to our mentors, Steve Markey, Dr. Georgia Peterson, and Dr. Steve Safferman, and their assistance and guidance to the research process and analysis for this project.